And we got one sheet over there.
And here is our number 5 seed with one hell of a night.
Oh,
Aiden
yeah.
Johnson.
Yeah, hell of a night's a way to describe it, I guess. I mean, I'm still a little warm.
All right, you threw all 3 into the 10th to force the roll-off.
Yeah.
Just describe those feelings going into that moment and getting it done.
Yeah, I thought in the 8th frame when I left a weak 7 on the lane that hooked, I didn't know if I could get there or not. But I threw the one in the 9th and I came back and Brett, I could feel that there was maybe a chance, and Brett just looked at me and said, "Hey, that's why we do this." And he goes, "Just give him everything you got." And I said, "Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that lane because I missed a couple times on it, and so I said, I'm going to commit to this, and I'm giving her all she's got." And I threw 3, pretty good ones that in a tough house, fortunately carried. So that seems to be the common trend. The carry's pretty tough in this building.
And kind of a similar story in the roll-off there. It looked like you were kind of down and out, and then James catches a tough break, and you step up and you throw all 3 again to lock it up.
Yeah, that was crazy. He seemed like he had a pretty good lock on that. I mean, I felt like I threw some great shots. I mean, a couple of unfortunate weak 10 pins, just like I was saying with carry being tough in this place, and that lane was really glue. Like, it was really early in the fronts. Like, the fronts were blown up on that lane, that left lane. So I tried to do everything I could on there, and didn't carry a couple, but I just kept telling myself to execute and keep throwing better shots because you never know what'll happen. And the unfortunate break, and then to have a chance and to step up and throw them all. That was the good lane. I kept doing the same thing I was doing, and the picture was pretty clear. And I knew that if I got it going right on that lane, that it would catch and keep coming. I don't think that second one that I needed was pretty damn good. that was good.
How cool was it to lock up a spot on the show with your mom and your girlfriend in attendance? I mean, I turned around, I looked back, and I think both of them were biting through their fingernails and just holding on for dear life. It's got to be really cool to lock it up in front of them, and I'm sure they'll be back Monday night for you.
Oh, they absolutely will. I only live an hour and a half from here. Pretty soon I'm probably only going to be living about a half hour to 40 minutes away from here. But yeah, to have them both here, my girlfriend leaving work and driving home and changing and hightailing it up here to watch this last block. I said it last year when I had such a great year that having her around has been nothing but the best for me. I went through a pretty tough time, and when she came around, things really started to turn around for me. And I've been having some up and downs this year, but her support system is bar none. She keeps reminding me that she believes in me, and keeps telling me to that I need to continue to believe in myself. And having her there and reminding me that, and never telling me no when I want to go and do something, whether it's I want to practice and get better, whether I want to make a 48-hour trip to go see my mental performance coach. She doesn't tell me no, because she wants me to be at my best, and I want to be at my best for her. And then having my mom up here is pretty special. She doesn't get to come to a lot of events because we travel so far, and it's nice to have the family here and have that support, and also having the support of all the people that I've met since being with Allie from the Kenosha area, being around here, Kenosha Racine area, giving me support as well. So that really means a lot, and just kept driving me this whole night. It's a long week to go, but that felt good.
I'll tell you what, like you said, a lot of people know you now. They've known you in Wisconsin for a while. You used to bowl youth tournaments up here and everything. And you may not be the hometown favorite Monday night, but I think there's going to be a lot of people in the crowd rooting for you. Good luck on Monday night, AJ.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I know there's going to be a lot of people here that's going to make it feel like a hometown, that's for sure.
Good luck to you, buddy.
Thank you.
Okay. 76, 16
And here is our number 4 seed, Jakob Butturff.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Jake really caught fire down the stretch here. What clicked for you these last 10 games?
I wish I could answer that in a bold statement, but I honestly, I was just thinking about stuff way too much the first 10 games, and I just got frustrated. I kind of toned myself out, and I just let every single bad break get in my head. And I think today I just went in with a strategy. It's like, you know what? Just go up, throw the shot, come back. If you leave a split, if you leave a spare, just go up, shoot the shot, and then come back and treat it like a new frame. And I think today was I didn't have to shoot too many second balls today, so I think that kind of paid off to where I'm at right now.
You made the Cheetah Show here last year, I believe. Making it again. What do you need to do differently this time?
I think just kind of stay ahead of the moves. Last year I bowled a pretty good first game against Andrew, and I was fortunate for myself that he caught a couple of bad breaks for me to advance. And then when I bowled Chris, I honestly I know I should have carried a little bit better for the score I shot, but at the same time I don't think I made the right moves for me personally. So I think for me, just kind of stay ahead of those moves. I've been seeing it this whole week of what I need to do if I shot a bad game, so I think I can use that going forward to the TV show.
You're the high lefty. That seems to happen quite a bit, but what has worked for you as a lefty that maybe hasn't worked for some of the other lefties?
The first 10 games I would have told you that, I mean, I was the low lefty, it felt like, but I think it was just, like I said, back to staying ahead of the moves. When I followed most lefties this week, I was actually able to stay a little bit slower and kind of get my ball to start hooking a little bit sooner, and I think that's one thing that I love in my game. So I use that going forward, and being the only lefty, it's like I can break down the lanes the way I want to, and I just got to take advantage of that.
Thanks for your time. Good luck on Monday night.
Thank you.
$2.99.
All right.
All right, here is our number 3 seed, Joseph Grondin, and it's kind of funny. EJ was just walking out the door. You walking in. He goes, "You got a great track record with making shows like EJ. That's got to feel pretty good going into Monday night."
Yeah, that's awesome that EJ would say that. I mean, I've looked up to him all my bowling life, so.
You're going to be making your TV debut as a PBA player. How does that sound to you?
I mean, I don't even know. I've never done it before at a PBA level, so I don't even know what to say. It's pretty sick, honestly.
How long have you been a member for?
I guess since COVID.
Okay.
Like since December of COVID. I don't even know.
So is this like a childhood dream come true, or did it happen a little later, like your high school or college years, where you really want to get out and try the tour?
Honestly, it kind of came after. Yeah, it kind of came after college. I didn't really see myself going on the tour. I was with somebody for a long time in college, and unfortunately things didn't work out. I always thought I was gonna be with this person, but unfortunately things didn't work out, and now I'm here. So I'm not complaining at all.
I'm sure you're gonna make a lot of new fans on Monday night.
We'll see.
What lessons can you take away from that run in Shawnee and apply it to this event?
Stick with the one you brought. I mean, yeah, there's really nothing else more to say about that. If I threw that brutal in Shawnee, I probably would have been just fine. But okay.
Thanks for your time. We'll see you on Monday night.
Sounds good. Thank you, guys. Do you want me to get a?
This is okay?
Get your seat and good to go. Here we are, number 2 seed, BJ Tackett.
How you doing?
All right, EJ, number 2 seed, 6th championship round this year.
Yeah.
A couple games away from 4th title. All right, what's been working for you this week?
Really, honestly, trying to keep it out of the gutter. It's been one of those weeks, and the short patterns are always kind of like that, where you have to get it close to the edge, and unfortunately for me, it went in several times. I was talking to somebody. I think I threw in the gutter maybe 6 or 8 times in the 20 games, so it's not a very good percentage, but. I struck a bunch when my ball did stay on the lane, so that's how we got here.
All right, then last round there, you had a 300 game and followed it up with 160. Just describe that mental roller coaster and how you were able to get back on track in order to.
Yeah, I mean, it was like the craziest 5 games I've ever bowled in my life. I started with 157, and I bowled 259 with a gutter spare in the middle of 10 strikes, 300, 167 with a gutter 6 on a double. And then the last game, I bowled 280 with a good break in the middle of the game. But, I mean, it was just the quintessential, like, roller coaster you could ever imagine of a round. I bowled 160 over with, I think, 324 for 2 games. It was just incredible. So I'm glad I was able to, put some good games together, obviously get myself in contention. After the 150 game, I didn't drop down as far as I thought I would. And then I bowled 2 really good games after that. And then I bowled 160 and then stayed in the same spot again, which was what I thought was weird, that I didn't really fall anywhere when I bowled those 2 games. So I was still in a good position and just able to, collect myself and remind myself that no matter what happens today, it's a long week. We're only 20 games of 60. So I think that really helped me, that mental state of that we still had 40 more games to bowl, and the ultimate goal is the World Championships. Obviously, making the show here and being in second place is a great added bonus and a great start to the week, but the ultimate goal is the World Championships.
It seemed like you didn't go through a lot of different equipment in your bag. You had a couple pieces in your hand and you were happy. I mean, is that going to be the case when you hit the Scorpion and Shark? You think you can get away with just a couple pieces at a time, or is there going to be a lot more equipment change?
I mean, I would sure hope so. I basically threw a couple different blue coral venoms and a primal shock, and that's basically all I threw. 3 or 4 balls the whole tournament. I hope it's that way. It seems when it does go that way for me, my score tends to be pretty high when I can narrow down the amount of bowling balls that I'm throwing. So I hope so, because if I can do that again in the Scorpion Championship, I think I might have a good opportunity to sit here and talk to you again.
Thanks for your time, EJ. Good luck on Monday night.
Oh, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Here with our number 1 seed, BJ Moore.
All right, BJ, you got the number 1 seed here. You look for that second career title. First one on TV, I believe, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we're 1 game away from a title. How does that sound to you?
It sounds pretty good. It always sounds good, especially sitting in the number 1 spot. But there's a lot of good players. Everyone got there for a reason. So I don't take anything for granted. Just do what I can, and hopefully the outcome comes my way.
Super high scoring pattern this week. What's been working for you on the sheet pattern?
I think it's more so just shutting off my brain and just kind of letting my body take over and just do the work. Whenever you bowl well, or whenever you're physically bowling well, it's easier to see the shapes, and you don't really, when everything's in tune and not out of control, it's just a lot easier to manage. So I feel like I was able to manage those a little better.
With these high scores here, you're in pretty good position for the World Championship. That's obviously going to take all these scores into account. How are you feeling about that?
World is always a bigger picture. So, it's great to be the number 1 seed. I'm glad I started off well. It's always nice to start off a very long week, like I did. So, very happy with it, and I hope that these next couple patterns treat me just as good.
How do you stay in shape for tour conditions when you're basically a part-time player on tour? You have a full-time family business at home that you're part of. How do you stay so sharp? Because it seems like there's a lot of World Series where you're in the hunt, no matter just coming out for that event or a couple events a year. How do you stay sharp, man?
I think I've always thought it's more of like a mind over matter. You can practice. You've bowled so many games and you've practiced you've done so many shots that your body naturally has its own, muscle memory. So I feel like as long as you are, remotely in time, then you can make yourself, get to a point where, you just got to be comfortable. You just have to see that right shape, and then once you see the shape, your body just kind of takes over. So it's great.
Good luck next week.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate your time.
Thanks, BJ.
All right. Thanks, fellas.
Thanks.